You can't fail. You can only make mistakes. Now, but then when you make the mistake 1, 2, 3, 4, back to back, then you are approaching failure.
Hello, viewers. I welcome you to yet another episode of My Inspiration. I am your wonderful host, Kolidoye Shegun Jeremiah. We believe every hardworking, passionate, and goal-driven professionals, both young and old, deserves to be celebrated and, most importantly, serve as a source of inspiration to others. My Inspiration is here to give you that amazing platform. We want the world to hear your story. Don't forget to follow us on our various social media platforms.
On the show today, we have a great and powerful individual by the name Adekoya Olushola. He's a creative director of Film Studio, and we are glad to have him on the show today. Mr. Shola, it's nice meeting you.
Thank you for having me.
Olushola Adekoya. Olushola Adekoya is a creative director at Film Studios, an audio production outfit that specializes in audio productions and audio post-productions, with credits with films like Swallow, A Nigeria Christmas, Dubara, the multi-choice series Elenini, the series on TVC Pepper Soup, a huge numbers of TV commercials. He is a sound engineer and a sound designer, which has successfully worked for brands like Globacom, Netflix as aforementioned, Red Bull, The Big Brother Show, and so many more, with a lot of sound design jobs on future films to his sleeves. Olushola Adekoya is passionate about changing the film industry in Nigeria, and his base is the audio production. So versatile in all areas of audio production. He is a voiceover artist, also a music composer, and he has a big flair for quality and good story-driven movie. Olushola Adekoya is a man always yearning for growth, always yearning to build capacity and to change the status quo of the movie industry in Nigeria.
Welcome back. Mr. Shola, is so nice having you on the show.
Thank you for having me.
If I may ask, what is that thing that inspired you to become a sound engineer? Of all things, why sound?
Well, I started as a music producer actually, and because it's an industry that is vast. Sound is super big, yeah. So I really do not want to be in the bandwagons. So I needed to create a narrative for myself. So I gradually tilted into, sound engineering, after being a music producer. So I understood what sound is like. Yeah, I started, doing PA for events and what have you. And gradually I started doing broadcast. Broadcast is for film, maybe for TV, media purposes and all that. And gradually I tilted into film. So it was a journey of knowledge, journey of learning. It's a big journey because of course you want to offer value, and in the process of offering value you need to learn, you need to acquire knowledge. It's important. So I started off as a music producer, like I said, then from one thing led to another. I got a job in a TV house, we did stuff, and my confidence grew. Because of course, you can only grow while doing. And there is beauty in doing. Because the only way you can say you have grown is actually doing. And in such a way you can build capacity too. So of course, like I said, I started with a TV house. Originally I started with the music production was a studio. I was a studio rat. Then it was an analog studio. We used to record the likes of the Tope Alabi, Pasuma, the Ajidara, a whole lot of them, Atorishi and Co and all that stuff. So, but then I went to 9GZ. Yeah, I was head sound for some years. 9GZ is also the sister company to 9GZ is Orisun, and they have other stations too, is in Bido and all that. So we're doing sound for them. Of course, they say growth is inevitable. So from there, I got a job in another broadcast house. It's a mix of radio and TV station. They had Obi Van, so it was more challenge, and because in the journey, everything I so to say no is self-taught. So YouTube was a big teacher for me.
Wow.
When I have a challenge, YouTube real quick, because you can't fail. You can only make mistakes. Now, but then when you make the mistake 1, 2, 3, 4, back to back, then you're approaching failure. So, but then when you make the mistake once, it's okay. You can learn. If you are, willing to learn. So there must be the genuine intention of learning. And if you don't learn, like I said, you don't have the knowledge. And if you don't have the knowledge, you can't offer value. And people want to pay for value. Do you understand? So, and I was on the journey, I was evaluating my growth. Because in as much as you're saying that, you are growing, you are doing this, you are getting better, there are people that are better than you.
Wow.
And if you don't want to stay a local champion, you need to continue the journey. So after I left the company, I decided to start, my own stuff. In that process, it is a big challenge, my brother. But we are grateful, we never stop learning, and we are grateful for the opportunity too, because there are some opportunities that will come in the process of learning that you'll be really scared. But no matter how nervous you are, no matter how scared you are, do it. Like I said, you will only make mistake. You will not fail. And don't forget that asking questions is very important. There are people that are way better than you. Don't be shy. Don't be too proud to ask questions. How did you do this? How did you? YouTube is your best teacher, free. So by God's grace, one thing led to another. We got, Netflix job. We did job with MultiChoice, series of job. Yeah, Big Brother, But then we are grateful. So pretty much.
Wow. On your final words, what would you say to just encourage the youth out there that wants to go into sound, that wants to be a sound engineer like you, that wants to build their brand to the level you have done?
So I'll say, first of all, acquire knowledge. That's the commodity you have to sell. Acquire knowledge. You can only give what you have. Yeah. So, and don't forget that for whatever it is, people want to pay for value. So while you acquire the knowledge, then you can now sell the knowledge in return for money. Don't forget that you have to continue to learn. No matter how good you are, somebody is better than you. Yeah, so growth, they say, is inevitable. You have to continue to learn. And humility is key in this business, in this industry. I believe in life generally. Humility is key. You need to be as humble as possible. If you feel like, you are the champion today, my brother, there are things that are happening that you don't know about. So as long as you're humble and you are getting better by the day, so you need to be thirsty for growth. Yeah, intentionally, you need to be thirsty for growth. The intention have to be genuine to yourself, because before you deceive somebody else, you are first of all deceiving yourself. So that's the idea. So yearn for growth, acquire knowledge, and be like a lion. Tell people about what you do. Don't stop. You understand? Don't stop. You will continue to grow. Opportunities will continue to come. And once they come, don't be scared to accept them. Because that's the only way you are going to be your resume anyway. So once you take them, if you fail or if you make mistakes, you learn. Believe me, the jobs I did now and the jobs I did like 5 years ago, what I did 5 years ago is trash. But thank God for growth. That's it.
You would always learn. Learn. And from what you have said, I gather that learning does not have any ending. You can learn from YouTube, you can learn from anywhere. Always ask questions. These are things that will make you better. On this show, we are so happy and so delighted to have Mr. Shola on the show. Thank you very much for coming on the show. And once again, we want you to continue to look forward to my inspiration, because you would always get inspired. Thank you.
Thank you.